This video has no dislikes, and you want to know why? That is because YouTube decided to remove them from the platform. They claim that this is because of mental health and it'll help spread more positivity and stuff like that, protect small creators. But let's talk about what really is going on and what I think about these changes as a creator. So at first, I didn't really care about this change, or I didn't think I cared about this change. Because it's just dislikes. Who really cares about them? The button isn't even getting removed, just the amount that you publicly see on the video. After giving it some thought though, I did kind of change my mind because I do think there are some problems with it, and the impact is a little bigger than I initially thought. For instance, if you want to look up tutorials on YouTube, if you can't see a dislike count, you don't know if it's a good tutorial or not, because there are a lot of bad tutorials out there and a lot of people that make videos that don't make any sort of sense, and you're just wasting your time really watching them. And I know that might sound rude to the people who actually make the videos, but not everyone puts in the same effort, and that's not even to mention the fact that some people intentionally try to trick people. Think about spamming, scamming, fake giveaways, or just bad videos, people trolling. You can't tell anymore if that's the case without dislikes. It's really hard to tell, at least. You can kind of tell if you go to look into the comments and read a lot of them, but it's way more difficult, takes way more time, and I don't know if that's a good change either, because I think comments will get even worse that way. People will just spam dislike on a video or something to that regard. And YouTube say that removing the button or removing the function of the button will get less people to click on it, and it might do that here and there for some people, some videos, but I think for most videos that's not what's going to happen, you know? Like, people are way more rude if they have to express it into words, and it's not going to help for any mental health for anyone, especially since creators themselves, if they go into YouTube Studio, they'll still see their dislikes. The dislikes will be there. You will see how many there are on a video. It's just kind of weird, and it doesn't really make any sort of sense, that points that YouTube is trying to make with this, I think at least. I think the real reason is it's trying to protect bigger brands and even their own brand, really, by removing it and removing a way to pretty much get rid of criticism, really, is what it's doing. And that's never a good thing, you know? Like, the like and dislike button, yes, they were abused by some people, but overall I think they did have a purpose, and removing that isn't gonna fix anything like that. And even I, myself as a creator, use dislikes. I do, because some of my videos, some of my more popular videos, some of them do have a lot of dislikes. And I know what I did wrong. It helps me to figure out, wait, this video got a lot of likes and not a lot of dislikes. I did well. Hey, this other video did get a lot of dislikes in comparison to the likes. Why is that? What could have been better? What did I make a mistake on? Did I not title the video right? Did I clickbait people? What is it that I could improve to make the video more enjoyable for you guys in the end? So without the dislikes, that's going to be a whole lot more difficult to actually see without going into your analytics every single time you want to see something like that. Another thing about this is, why not just make this optional? We already had the option to remove both likes and dislikes at the same time from a video. Why not update it and make people able to remove just the dislikes? Even then, I think it will still get abused, and I don't think it's necessarily the best idea, but it will be a whole lot better than just to remove them for everyone. Not everyone wants that. Why don't you just give us a choice, you know? But I don't know if it will help. I know a lot of people online are talking about this, and there's a lot of criticism on it and the decision that YouTube is making, but so far I don't really feel like it makes any difference. It doesn't change anything, and YouTube doesn't have the best track record when it comes to changing stuff that people actually want or don't want. And there's so many examples to name already, like the whole thing with ads and monetization, and when Google Plus was integrated, of course, and all this sort of thing, demonetization, the way that works, copyright systems. YouTube is honestly a mess, which I just try to look past because I still enjoy making the content and getting it out there to you guys. And there is no real alternative. And maybe that's the issue as well, that YouTube doesn't really have a big competitor. There's small competitors, but nothing major, you know, like there's Twitch, but that's really specific to live streaming, and just to videos, there's nothing like this. So we don't really have a choice. And YouTube, to be fair, does do a lot of things right, and they made a great platform, but these types of changes aren't helping. But on the upside, at least so far, this might change in the future, but I have seemed to found a way to actually still see the dislikes. For a long time already, I've been using YouTube extensions like TubeBuddy and like vidIQ. And currently I still have vidIQ installed because it makes it even easier to usually see how well a video is liked, what the percentages are on a video. And that seems to have fixed it for me, because when I'm logged in, I can still see the amount of dislikes a video got. Whether it's mine or someone else's, doesn't matter. I can still see it. So if you guys really want to see it, I do recommend you check out that plugin. And I'm not sponsored or anything by it, but it just works for me. And I think that's at least a good point for as long as it does. Maybe it'll be removed in the future as well. We don't know. But yes, I did want to have my thoughts out there. And also, this was sort of the idea of my editor to do a video about this. So thank you for the idea, Alex. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully nothing too bad will come from this. But hey, who knows? Maybe they'll change it back if enough people speak up like this. But that's going to do it for today. I'll just go back to my normal self and record more game videos, of course, for you guys. I have a lot of exciting stuff planned, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I'll leave you guys. Bye-bye.